Welcome to the swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Tanner. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Gators offense takes the field for the first time today. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we've played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
They'll run the option. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick handoff. Discards a man. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gator. What a grab and go for the score. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tigers offense will take the field for the first time. And David, we'll see just how effective they can be on the ground running against a backer like this.
But they're going to do what they do, and they're going to feature their guy. He's an elite running back. You're a great linebacker. Let's see who wins this battle.
There have been entire defenses that haven't been able to slow this running back down. This linebacker, though, he's got the athleticism to do it himself.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's the handoff. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And the ball is picked off. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Feeling some heat. Looking to buy time. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
To the ground with the back. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. With the run on first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
White, how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
He wants it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, Florida. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand.
Receivers do this every day, all day. Throw it up. I will go get it. I will stay in bounds. Nice job knowing where he was at on the field to get that foot in bounds, to get the big touchdown for this offense.
And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The
ball pops out. And the ball goes out of bounds. The offense maintains possession with no gain on the play. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Slings it downfield. Catch in the middle. It's Graves. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
He's looking for an open man on second down. He'll pull it down and run. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
And I tell you what, you see this a lot. Fourth down, I'm putting pressure on the quarterback. The defense brings the blitz. They have no answer. Nice job being aggressive on a big fourth down.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Second down coming up. Give to the single back. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. That Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Fast motion from the offense. Leaves it with the back. Finds a crease at the 20. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Barrels ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gator! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. The short hands. It's Sanders. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run it. The Gators have a 1st down.
So far, everything's just seemed to work for this offense when they wanted to run the football. Regardless of what down and distance it is, they're able to get it done. Up front, getting a lot of push, and these backs are finding the holes.
Motion from the offense. They'll give it to him again. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Just a short pass to the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Florida! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And the extra point makes it 28-0.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this is...
He's got it down the left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
At the 38. First down for the offense.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing. That's garbage. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First down to start the drive after the break. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
The give to the tailback. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
The counter play is a great play to mix in because defensively, you're not looking for the counter. You're looking to attack. All of a sudden, 2 guys pull across the formation. Now you got to change your direction really quickly, and it keeps you off balance and really keeps you on your heels.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Still on his feet at the 45. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
It's just so hard defensively to take your eye off this guy, especially on 3rd down. You've got to know that at any given moment, he can take off on you. They've got to do a better job on the back end, keeping their focus on him. He's the one with the football, and they've got to be able to react, or else they're going to get gashed like they did right there.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Now the play fake. Looking for the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Auburn!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Just a simple power play, power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you, keep them off balance.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Well, it's decision time now for the head coach. You probably like the play call. Third down, you're running the ball thinking you're going to get it in your own end. You don't. Now what do you do?
They'll go with the running game on fourth down here. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After misfiring, it's second down. Trying to move them on the counter. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. The Gators want to move quickly.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
He's going to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. I haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oklahoma is down right now, and that's unusual for this program. Those fans in Norman expect excellence. Let's see if they can provide the spark this team needs. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Kentucky. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll go to the toss. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. It'll be a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Tanner. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll throw it on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Cooper.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. At the 35, he's open. Touchdown, Gator! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all, just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback on the keeper. Picks up the first down. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. On second down, wants to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Greaves. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Now they'll run the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score and they'll throw it. The receiver was doubled and they picked it off. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Power football with the run. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Buying some time as he moves left. He's got it. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Murphy. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to the ground game on the left. At midfield, he's got room. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
This offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
Quarterback checking the play. Running it to the right. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A first down run on the doorstep. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
49, Auburn, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Snags it over the middle. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Good enough for a first down.
Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Gain of 16. First down for the offense.
He'll come out throwing on first down. It's complete on the right side. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to throw it again. On the move, he fires. Grabbed over the middle. It's Graves. Whew, boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there? The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. And that one's way too far for everybody. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On second down, he'll let it fly. On the run, still looking. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger.
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
From inside the 15, here's the return. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. From the gun. Still looking on the move. Got him downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And you know, in a day where the spread option and air raid are the offenses of choice, how nice is it to see the 3 yards and a cloud of dust approach? Although we've also seen some runs go for a lot longer. Physical offensive lines coupled with great backs is like a throwback to the olden days, and that's refreshing. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this. analyst.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush, but with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Getting some heat. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed. Touchdown, Gator! And the route is on. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line.
And first down for the offense.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Got his man out of the backfield. Still running at the 40. Oh, look out, there he goes. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
This defense knows they have to do a better job tackling. On that play there, too many missed tackles on the wide out. It leads to an explosive play, and all of a sudden, they're in their own red zone.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Oh, what a move. Finds his man. It's 4. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Tigers, and they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll start this drive with a pass. They've got the screen set up. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Snatches it on the right. And he breaks into the open. Run out of bounds just before he can get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. The Gators are rolling down the field. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Barges ahead. Touchdown, Florida! And the beatdown has ensued. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Florida 63, Auburn 21.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. Recovered by the kicking team.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes ball security becomes an issue.
The offense set for a first down play. He's looking to throw it quickly to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. He'll pull it on the read. Turns it on at midfield. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
The coaching staff defensively, they harp on this unit to be more physical, to fly to the football and gang tackle. You're seeing all of that in this game. That's why they're one of the best run defenses in the nation.
Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. He's run out of bounds, but not before, turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. They're bringing heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
It's a curious play call offensively to try to throw after that great gain on the ground the snap before. If you're winning in the trenches up front, keep it going. Let the big fellas go to work. I don't like the idea of throwing the ball.
He's off to the races. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Wide out in motion. He leaves it with the back. Just buried it. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
Got some room headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Trying to punch it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the...
Touchdown, Gator! And the stomping has commenced. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Got his man downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Hand off from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Throws toward the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Caught at the 25. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Florida! And the pummeling has started. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. play action. He's moving out of the pocket. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Anytime a blitz gets home that fast, I'm going to call it a lot, okay? I'm going to use this one time and time again until they find some answers to how we got that linebacker to the quarterback that fast.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
3rd and long situation. They tried to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
They'll run play action. Unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Extending the play. He'll fire to his right. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside. Ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give to the back. On the move at the 30. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. They get to him as he throws. Firing to the right, complete. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a quarterback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the defense carries the day. They win at the line of scrimmage, and they stuff him on 3rd and inches. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He gets a hand on it. Defense has it. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Runs through a tackle. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Keeps it going. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got his man to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
Movement here from the tight end. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Gator! And the punishment has been extended. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas State has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 24 over the Astronauts. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Gets it to the back. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield. They'll try to find a more productive play this time on 2nd and long from the 14. He's looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Oh, he makes the catch. Tackled immediately after the catch.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple yards there.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Wide open downfield. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gets it out fast.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
You know, sometimes the hardest completions for quarterbacks are the ones where guys are wide open. You don't have to throw it any faster trying to get it to him quickly because you know he's so wide open like on that last play. Just take your steps, throw in rhythm, and just throw a catchable ball.
Fires to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Going up top on 1st down. Pressure coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Spits it out to the back. Fires it incomplete. The timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Racing down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida! And the route is on. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in it. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last one looked like a back-breaking drive, David, but they ended up punting.
Yeah, they put some plays together, put some yards together, but the most important stat is putting points on the board. And this offense has to...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
As a defensive lineman, let me tell you something. This is hunting season. This is when you pin your ears back and you absolutely fly to the quarterback, and you can see it. They know it's pass, and they get to him again.
So just how aggressive can they afford to be as they snap it on 2nd and long from the 13? He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the right. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. To the air on first down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Gator! How about that D coming up with a play like that? They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in week 4. And he puts through the extra point. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The quick out. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Wants to throw on third down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Smashes through. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the running back able to get his hands on it, but what he couldn't do is keep his feet in bounds. It's incomplete. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. He's going to pass. Finds his tight end. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Well, when you're running the curl route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the first down.
From the 30-yard line on first down. They keep attacking through the air. Gets it out quickly.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. from the red zone, looking for a space. They're setting up the screen. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And they can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
They're trying to get to it. Get it out on the screen. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, you've seen the last two plays now, this guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon, and a guy this defense has.
And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. On to attempt the try. Right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Wake Forest is going to enjoy the trip back to Winston-Salem after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there at home, and suddenly it's quite the resume. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And the Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. The play-action fake. Looking left. And that pass picked off. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Corners are going to bail. Dialing up a second down pass play. And the quick shuffle pass underneath. Smashes through the tackle. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well?